Multilinguals, what's your they didn't realize I could understand their language story? I'm a college student who spends way too much time at this coffee shop near campus. One afternoon, I'm sitting there with my textbooks spread out, minding my own business, when this group of business guys in expensive suits sits at the table right next to me. They're talking loud and acting all important, you know the type. Then they switch to Italian. I guess they figured nobody around could understand them because they started getting real comfortable with their conversation. One guy, probably mid-30s with slicked back hair and a fancy watch, starts bragging about his girlfriend, but not in a good way. He's telling his buddies how he's dating this stupid American girl just because her father has money. Says he's got her wrapped around his finger, paying for his apartment rent while he looks for someone actually worth his time. The other guys are laughing like this is the funniest thing they've ever heard. My Italian isn't perfect, but it's good enough to understand every disgusting word. This guy keeps going, describing how he sweet talks her into buying him clothes and taking him to expensive restaurants. He even mentions her dad's black Mercedes, and how he borrows it to impress other women. That's when it hits me like a truck. He's talking about my friend Ellie. Ellie started dating this Italian guy about 2 months ago. She met him at the hotel where he works, thought he was charming and sophisticated. She's been bragging about how romantic he is, how he takes her to all these fancy places. What she didn't mention was that she was paying for everything. I sat there listening to this guy plan out how he's going to dump her once he finds his next target. He even jokes about keeping some of the expensive gifts she bought him. My hands were shaking, I was so angry, but I forced myself to stay calm and listen to every word. Instead of running over there and causing a scene, I came up with a better plan. I waited. 3 days later, Ellie texts me asking if I want to join her and Alessandro for dinner at this upscale Italian restaurant downtown. She's so excited because it's their 2-month anniversary, and she wants me to finally meet him properly. I say yes immediately. We meet at the restaurant, and Ellie introduces me to Alessandro. It's definitely the same guy from the coffee shop. Same slicked hair, same arrogant smile, same fancy watch that I'm pretty sure Ellie bought him. He's being all charming, kissing her hand and complimenting her dress. Makes my skin crawl knowing what he really thinks about her. We sit down and he starts making small talk with me in English, asking about school and being fake polite. That's when I decide to drop the bomb. I look him straight in the eyes and respond in perfect Italian. His face goes completely white, like all the blood just drained out of his head. I start repeating his exact words from the coffee shop, how he called her stupid, how he's only with her for her father's money, how he's planning to dump her. But I'm saying it in English now so Ellie can understand every single word. Ellie's jaw drops. She's staring at Alessandro like she's never seen him before. He's stuttering, trying to explain himself, switching between English and Italian, making absolutely no sense. I'm not done though. I tell Ellie about the apartment rent, the borrowed car, the expensive gifts. I explain how he was laughing about it with his friends, calling her naive and easy to manipulate. Alessandro starts getting angry, pointing at me and yelling in Italian that I'm lying. Big mistake. I translate that too. Ellie stands up slowly. Her face is red and she's got tears in her eyes, but she's not crying. She's furious. She picks up her full glass of wine and dumps it right over his head. The entire restaurant goes quiet. She throws her napkin at him and says, "Don't ever contact me again, you pathetic loser." Then she grabs her purse and walks out with her head held high. Alessandro is sitting there dripping wet, wine staining his white shirt, looking around at all the people staring at him. He tries to follow her, but she's already gone. He comes back to the table and starts yelling at me in Italian again. I just smile and say in Italian, "Next time, maybe check if anyone around you speaks the language before you run your mouth." He storms out without paying the bill. Guess who got stuck with that?